Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host Myron. Today we've got Blanton's versus Blue Note. Blanton's is my 93 proof monster. If Blue Note can take out the 93 proof monster, it's gonna be a problem. Bottom drop, bottom drop. Today, I'm going to give you, from my South Carolina Bourbon Hall, a full review of the Blue Note. Now, I don't know much about Blue Note. I know it's from Tennessee. What it says is, Blue Note were born in the 1920s and on the streets of Memphis, Tennessee. Juke joint. They have since found their way into almost every other form of music. You'll feel a Blue Note almost as much as you hear one. They are twangy notes that give Blue Note songs edge, providing the beat with personality, spirit. Blue Note bourbon is artfully crafted in honor of Memphis blues and its influence in music throughout the creation of rock and roll. Like blues, this bourbon is bold yet smoother than smooth. That's a lot of marketing. And I probably butchered it a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But that's a lot of marketing. Smoother than smooth? I mean, look, I'm not opposed to using smooth. I like using the term smooth. When something goes down rough, I don't hesitate in calling it rough. So let me get into the nose and see if the marketing holds up. It's a beautiful bottle. It's a beautiful bottle. It might not come across on camera. I'm gonna try and get it in the pictures as much as possible, but the notes, the music lines, everything, it's almost like an aluminum. Like it's like a shiny blue aluminum across just an opaque blue background. So, I mean, the bottle does have a really nice design. Now, it is 93 proof. That's why I decided to put it up against my 93 proof monster. If a $34.99 or $39.99, I can't remember now, can hold up against a $60 bottle, which goes on secondary for anywhere from $150 to $200, I think we might have another champion. So let me see what it smells like. And I took a sip out of the Blue Note just to familiarize myself with it about a day or two ago. So I was really pleased. I was really surprised. You've got a lot of vanilla caramel, like a caramel apple almost. I do get grape. There's a little bit of cherry. I don't get anything else but vanilla, caramel, apple, some grape, a little bit of cherry, and that's pretty much it. Now, what attracted me to Blue Note was seeing reviews of the Blue Note 17 online. The bottle is gorgeous, I can't lie, but the Blue Note 17 I want to get my hands on because something that's 17 years old, I'll probably never come across it, but if I do, you know I'm going to give you guys a review. If you've had Blue Note before, let me know in the comments, please. Tell me what it tastes like. I just want to see what it tastes like. So let's go to the palate. Honey tea, grape, a little cherries on the back. You do get a slight bit of barrel char. It's not bad. It's slightly there. I'm not really getting a lot of oakiness out of it. Not on the nose or the palate. Yeah, it's almost like a sweet tea. Blue Note is almost like a honey sweet tea with grape, some cherry, a little bit of char. None of the vanilla really transfers to the palate. It is kind of creamy. I won't lie, it's not thin at all. Yeah, deeper in the glass. A little bit of earthiness comes out now that I got a little deeper in the glass. Let's get into the breakdown. Is Blue Note worth the chase? Blue Note juke joint, no, it's not worth the chase. It is probably what they put out, so it'll be an everyday drinker for someone. But Blue Note 17, however, that's probably going to have people standing in line for it. Would I give this to a new bourbon drinker? I would not have any problems giving this to a new bourbon drinker. I think a new bourbon drinker would find this very, very, very enjoyable. It's not super complex. It doesn't burn your face off. It does have a little bit of an alcohol in it, but not an alcohol punch. It is something that you can pick different flavors out. Like I said, it's not too complex. It has some vanilla, has some grape, has some apple. I think a new bourbon drinker would call it smooth. Yes, I called it smooth. I also think a new bourbon drinker would like to sip on something like this with maybe a cube of ice or two, which I wouldn't have a problem with. Is it worth over retail? I wouldn't pay more than the retail price. I believe I paid 35 to 40 bucks for that bottle. I think that is a great price for this bottle. You've got 93 proof. It's right there in the middle. It's above 90. It's below 100. It's not going to hit you too hard. It's only been aged 3 years. I could not see myself paying more than $35, $40 for something that says aged a minimum of 3 years. It is good though. However, 3 years is a very short time in the barrel. I'm not picking up any oak, but it is very creamy. Will this always stay on the bar? I would definitely keep a bottle of Blue Note on the bar for a new bourbon drinker who's coming over and wants to get something to drink. I think I would pour them this instead of Buffalo Trace, and to be honest with you, I think they would like it more. This is 93 proof. It has just a little more proof. It's not going to kick them in the face. It's not going to punch them in the nose with alcohol punch. It's going to do what it should do and become a smooth drink. That's all it's meant to be. That's all you're going to get out of it. I think a new bourbon drinker would very much enjoy this product. I would highly recommend it to a new bourbon drinker. And like I said, I think they will gravitate towards the Blue Note more than Buffalo Trace. Yes, I said it. Let's get the battle started. So, Blanton's over here. Let's go to the nose. You know Blanton's is my 93 proof monster. I want to put it up against Blue Note. We've got Blue Note, just did the full review. Now I'm kind of excited to get into the two because these two being the same proof and having similar notes, man, when I cracked it open, it really made me question whether or not it can hang with Blanton's. Let's get into the nose of Blanton's. Blanton's actually smells richer. Now that I have them side by side, when I first cracked it open, the apple hit me, the cherry hit me, the grape hit me, and I mean, it was so similar in my mind to Blanton's that I couldn't wait to get them together. But Blanton's is coming off richer on the nose. Blanton's is coming off more of a, I would say, creamy, white sugary sweetness. You do get some of the cherry and you do get some of the caramel. I'm getting a little bit of grape too. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, a little bit of pepper in there too. So, like I said, when I cracked the Blue Note open, it reminded me so much of Blanton's. I had to get them side by side, especially with the proof. 93 proof is kind of an oddball proof. So there's not a lot in the range, and I've said it before in my videos. In the price range of Blanton's, are there things out there that are better? Yes. Blanton's actually falls very, very short. It falls way behind when you come to things in the Blanton's price range. But I figured 93 against 93 would be an even match, especially something that doesn't cost as much. Let's get into the palate. Blanton's has richer flavors. Blanton's is richer in the nose. Blanton's is richer in the palate. That's now coming off very grapey, very viscous, and they're both 93 proof. So I'm gonna have to go back to the Blue Note and see what happens, but this thing has some honey in it. It has a little bit of an orange peel in it. It does have a little bit of cherry and grape in it. It's richer. It almost comes off like a little bit of a maple note or maple syrup now. Go back to it one more time. The cherry even came out more on the second sip. The cherry and the grape came out more on the second sip. Let's get a little bit more in the glass just to kind of even it out. for the Blue Note. I would even say color-wise, they're about the same. If I had to give the color 2-1, I would say that Blanton's is slightly, very slightly darker than the Blue Note. And it might not show up on camera, but in person, it is just a shade, like a tiny bit of a shade darker than the Blue Note. Let's get back into the nose of the Blue Note, see what happens. Yeah, the Blue Note comes off lighter. Blue Note comes off lighter. I do get some pepper in there. That honey tea note that I was getting kind of went away. I'm getting more of vanilla and grape. And that's pretty much it. The cherry actually went away. When you go side by side and those two drinks side by side, sometimes it is so hard. They will change each other up. I don't know why, but that's just how it goes. Let's go to the palate. Yeah, Blue Note's definitely thinner. I thought that I had something that could compete with the 93 proof monster. Look, reigning champion in the 93 proof category. I'm sorry, a lot of people out there hate on blends. I can't hate on blends. Blends is a very good 93 proof product. I'll say it again. Does it fall short in the category that it's in price-wise? Yes. But as far as being 93 proof, I don't think you can get anything better. With that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you're headed to a drop. Till next time.